Alright, what's going on guys, it's Rest. In this video I'm going to be going over the Devastator. Now if you don't know, I'm going over all 4 classes, talking about all their abilities and skills, and I've already done the Pyromancer and Technomancer, so if you like to check those out, be sure to go watch those. And if you enjoy or find this video helpful in any way, consider subscribing and dropping a like. It's free, it really helps me out, and I truly appreciate it. Now if you don't know, I'm doing this for people who can't play the demo, or people that would like to just look at the skill trees and they don't want to make another character, so that is what I'm here for. So starting off with the first ability on the Devastator, we have Earthquake. Release a shockwave to deal 88 damage and interrupt all enemies in front of you. This is actually a very good skill. It's a very good crowd control skill. I've gotten my Devastator to level 7 World Tier 5, so I've tried all these abilities out, and I can tell you that this one is very, very fun. It's visually appealing, and it's very effective. Now, the next skill is Golem. Fortify yourself with 65% of incoming damage for 8 seconds. This is also another very good skill. It's a very tanky skill. You can simply just pop this, and you can still die, but honestly, like, you're very, very tanky, and you don't take much damage. But Gravity Leap is the next one. Leap into the air, strike your targets from above, dealing 176 damage and interrupting enemies with a small radius of the area you land in. This is their most visually appealing skill. It's very, very cool. You literally just jump into the air, you pick your target, and then you just slam down on them and do a bunch of AoE damage, and you could kill a lot of enemies with this one skill. It's very, very cool. Then the next one we have Reflect Bullets. Create a barrier that captures all enemy projectiles and accumulates damage after 10 seconds. Of triggering the skill, the accumulated damage is reflected back to enemies in front of you. The barrier also protects against melee attacks by reflecting some damage back. So this is another one of the survivability skills. Just like the other one, this one is just going to reflect your bullets back as you essentially just block them. And in my opinion, this is probably the coolest skill on the Devastator. I really like the way this works, and it just looks super cool. But now getting into the class over here, if you don't know, every single one of the classes have their own unique benefits, and the Devastator has their melee skill deals 66 damage and inflict bleed to all enemies within a small radius, and their healing mechanic. As the Devastator, you will recover health from slaying enemies that stood too close. Every close range kill heals you for 24% of your maximum health, receive an additional 15% maximum health, and increase your armor by 30%. So we have a very tanky boy right here. With these smaller skills, a lot of them repeat, so I'm going to go over them once, and then just if they repeat, I'm going to say another one. So we have Havoc right here. We increase your weapon damage by 8%. Then we have Shotgun Adept, which increases your shotgun weapon damage by 12%. We have Armor Breaker, which increases your armor by 15%. Brawler increases your close range weapon damage by 15%. Then in our first skill, increase your shotgun weapon damage by 15%. Very, very good. Now, we have Perpetual Motion, which reduces kinetic skill cooldowns by 15%. Assault Adept, which increases your assault rifle damage by 12%. Armor Breaker again. Havoc again. Then the next one, using protection skills, increase weapon damage by 45% for 10 seconds. Then Heirloom Armor. When enemy dies at close range, 20% of their armor will be transferred to you for 10 seconds. Then Profit Squared. Every ammo pickup heals you for 5%. Then we have Bullseye, increase your critical damage by 20%. Steady Hands, decrease weapon recoil by 30%. Another Havoc. Assault Master, increase your assault rifle damage by 20%. Perpetual Motion again. Brawler again. Havoc again. Dry Them Out, increase your weapon damage leech by 5%. Bounty Hunter, increases damage against elites by 15%. Elites deal 15% less damage to you. Bullet Storm, load your weapons 20% faster. Ammo Stockpile, increase your magazine size by 50%. Very, very good. Confrontation, enemies who damage you will have the physical damage reduced by 10% for 5 seconds. The effect is double if you damage that enemy as well. Another Dry Them Out, another Armor Breaker, and then finally Alter Charge. When kinetic skill ends, increase your weapon damage by 70% for 10 seconds. So as you see up here, this is a very shotgun heavy focus skill tree. You want to get up close to enemies, do a lot of shotgun damage, break their armor, steal their armor, and just go in. And with this, it's very, very good. But that is Vanquisher. Now the next skill tree we have is Warden Colossus. Increase your health by 10%. Tank, increase your armor by 20%. Anomaly in Veins, every second regenerate your health by 1%. Another Colossus. Then we have Into the Fray, increase your damage mitigation by 15% for 10 seconds after your kinetic skill ends. Vim and Vigor, increase weapon damage by 10% for each unlocked Anomaly in Veins class node. Then we have Strong Army of the Anomaly. After using class melee skill, increase resistance piercing by 15% for each enemy hit for 10 seconds. Then another Colossus. But then we have another Anomaly in Veins. Resistance Paragon, increase your resistance by 20%. Another Colossus. We have Stone Circle, extends the distance considered to be close range by an additional 4 meters. Then we have Through the Mob, increases armor by 7% for each enemy in close range. But then we have another tank, another Anomaly in Veins, another Colossus, but then Outrider Commander. Increase all healing by 20% and shield by 20% for you and your allies. Then we have Unending Watch, reduce protection skill cooldowns by 15%, another Colossus. Then we have Resist the Mob, increase resistance by 15% for each enemy at close range. Then Unbroken Vow, you have a 100% chance to ignore damage that would kill you and gain 50% health. This effect may occur once every 180 seconds. Then we have another tank, Overlord of the Battleground, gain an additional 10% health for each enemy that died at close range. Resistance Paragon again, tank again, and then Mighty Tank, increase firepower by 10% of your armor, increase anomaly power by 10% of your armor. So as you see, Warden right here is all about tanking and survivability. You're going to get a bunch of health skills, a bunch of armor skills, a bunch of just health generation skills, and it is really, really crazy. If you want to play a tank role, this is 100% the skill tree you go down. Then finally, we have Seismic Shifter with Anomaly Reservoir, which increases your anomaly power by 6%, Rejuvenation, which increases your skill leech by 6%, Endless Tremors, Seismic Skills cooldown is reduced by 15%, Anomaly Reservoir right here again. Then we have Unending Watch, reduce protection skills cooldown by 15%. Then our first skill, Paladin, using protection skills increase anomaly power by 45%. Then Perpetual Motion, reduces kinetic skills cooldown by 15%. Pure Anomaly, increases your resistance by 15%. Another Anomaly Reservoir, another skill, Anomaly Bullets, increases firepower by 15% of your anomaly power. Another Endless Tremors, we have Red Rivers, increase your bleed duration by 30%. Another Anomaly Reservoir, Strong Armor Law, double the damage of class melee skill. Another Red Rivers, Executioner, increases damage by 20% against enemies below 30% of their health. Another Anomaly Reservoir, Bloodbath, a bleed afflicted on enemies deal 30% more damage. Blood Donation, you are healed for 35% of your bleed damage. Then another Rejuvenation, Protected by Anomaly, increase your armor bonus by 40% of your anomaly power. Skilled Sentry, increase armor by 20% and resistance by 20% for 10 seconds when your skill ends. Another Pure Anomaly, another Bloodbath, and then Earth's Heritage, increases seismic skills base damage by 50%. So as you see, the bottom skill tree, much like the other ones, are all about increasing your actual skills damage, but this also has a melee aspect, and you're going to be able to bleed a lot of targets and do a lot of damage with that as well. So if you're going for a melee style build, this is 100% the one to go down. But obviously there's nodes to intertwine between all of them, and you can kind of go whatever you want to. But out of all the characters I played, I will say that Devastator is 100% the most fun in the beta so far. I haven't got to the Trickster yet. That will be the next video, obviously, but I've got to get him to level 7 World Tier 5 and test all the abilities out. So I would definitely keep an eye out for the Devastator. This one seems to be really, really cool and seems to have some very unique builds that's going to go for it. But that's not all for me in this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.